everybody, Ryan here, and welcome to a brand new collection update. Yes, we got a few pickups here, some really good stuff. So these are combined into last week's and this week's and the pickups I got today. So last week plus the pickups today. So the first one I got is a book. Now I forgot to show this one off, but I'm a big Goosebumps junkie. So I grabbed a Goosebumps book. This is Goosebumps Series 2000, Attack of the Graveyard Ghouls. Now I don't really buy books often, but if it's a Goosebumps book I don't have, I usually grab. So I thought, and I'm like, this is actually in pretty good condition. So I never read Series 2000. I have some from my childhood and some I just picked up. So I got at Taylor's Discounts. In fact, I believe the first couple titles I got from Taylor. So this one I got last week. I forgot to show that off, so there it is. So I was looking for the CDs, and I was in CDs. Found a PC game. This is the Game of the Year edition of Age of Mythologies. It actually includes the Age of Mythologies expansion pack, I do believe. Yeah, this one, and includes this too, which comes with the expansions. I never played any of the Age of Mythologies. I played Age of Empires. And yeah, I look forward to playing this. I got external drive, so I'll be able to install this one. I don't collect too many PC games. Well, I don't buy too many PC games, so show that off. The next couple items I got are the D&E's pickups. So I got two loose PlayStation 3 games. The first one is Resistance Fall of Man. This is actually a PlayStation 3 launch title. I played the second one. I thought the second one was pretty good. So I hopefully will see how the first one goes. I don't think I have 3. Sorry for the glare, guys. It's like really bright in this room. And Civilization Revolution for the PS3. I thought this was a console exclusive Civilization, but I had the one Civilization game on Switch and I had the third one on Steam. So had to grab this. Hopefully, I played the one on Switch. It's okay. It's okay. So hopefully it's good. Trying to play these like point and click games with a controller seemed to be a bit off. So I got, for the Wii, I grabbed Spider-Man Web of Shadows. The PlayStation 3 copy is going for a pretty good amount. On the PlayStation 3 it's going for upwards of over $100. So I got the Wii version. I don't know if the Wii version's rare, but it was loose. It was $1, so I had to grab that. For the Wii, I got 2 Wii games, and I got Victorious Boxing Revolution. This is the third in Victorious Boxing series. They were mangas at first, and then was a video game. It's an anime version of boxing. So the first game was on the PS2, was the launch title, I do believe, 2001. The sequel was 2004, and this is a third game on the Wii in 2007. So I don't know. This is classic control support, so I like playing Wii games with the classic controller, not so much with the nunchuck, but you can play the nunchuck. It is optional. So I grabbed 3 loose copies of the Best of Beavis and Butthead. These are the Time Life releases. So the first one we have is Hard Cash. I don't know if they're different than any of those. I don't think I have Hard Cash. And disc is not in great condition, but I'm sure it probably will not affect playback. But I've been wanting to get these, and they might have different episodes from the Mike Judge volumes. I have a DVD-R, which is the Moranathon, so grab that. And the other 2 I got, I believe I don't have any of these. I'm not sure. This is Law Abiding Citizen, There Goes Neighborhood, and Work Sucks and Final Judgment loose. I might have these. I have a few of these best of compilations, the Time Life release. Some of them have different episodes, some of them don't. They might be repeats. I don't know. I have to check. I have to double check. It's in a crate of merchandise. So, not merchandise, a crate of DVDs. So, that's all the stuff I got last week. Let's go to the pickups from Steve. Now, as usual, we will go down the line. We'll show the non-Universals, then the Universals, and then we'll go to the DreamWorks stuff. So let's take we'll take a look at the non-Universal stuff. I grabbed the triple feature. Apparently it's the triple feature DVD set. This is actually a Canadian release. We have the Crocodile Dundee trilogy. This has Crocodile Dundee, Crocodile Dundee 2, and Crocodile Dundee in Los Angeles, which is the third in the series. Now I already have the first two on DVD, but I didn't have the Los Angeles one, and I heard about the Los Angeles. I've never seen it. I never saw it in theaters when it came out. I was in middle school when this came out, but I never saw it in theaters, so, and I don't think I saw it when it came out on DVD or VHS, whatever. So this is going to be a first time. I love the original Crocodile Dundee. I've seen that one on Comedy Central multiple times. Not sure if I've seen number 2 yet, but like I said, I have these two in a double feature pack, so I will be replacing those. It's in a bunch of bins of DVDs. So if I do find it, I will be replacing these two. But glad to have Los Angeles. That's going to be a fun watch. And yeah. Oh, by the way, Crocodile Dundee was 1986. Crocodile Dundee 2 is 88. And Los Angeles is 2001. So I want to give you the corroborate date. Sorry about the glare, guys. It's like I don't have the best lighting. And it's going to be very bright. So I grabbed this. This is in good condition. This is Mikhail Baryshnikov and Gregory Hines in White Knight. This is Taylor Hackford film from 1985. I know about this movie because I remember being in high school when this DVD came out. And disc is in okay condition, but I wanted to pick this up because I was interested. It's basically ballet and the KGB. Take the idea plot of a ballet dancer running away from the KGB. So put those two together and you're in for a fun watch. So I don't know. It's a PG-13 movie. I thought this was going to be an R-rated movie, but I don't know. I know it's probably going to be good. Excuse me. It's going to be good. It's a Columbia movie, so who knows? We'll see. This was a last-minute thing, so I grabbed Sean Penn, Robert Duvall in Colors, 1988. Another one I know about, thanks to Siskel and Ebert. But Colors is interesting. This is a Dennis Hopper movie, so I don't know. It's about two cops, and I am intrigued. I really want to see it. It's an MGM movie, so this could be good. And this I got from my parents, but this is the very best of All-Star Family Feud. I love game shows. This is really good stuff. Basically, it's TV shows, it's TV series battling against TV series. So you have Brady Bunch, WKRP, Love Boat, 8 is Enough, Leave It Beaver, and Petticoat Junction. So yeah, it's the 70s and 80s. So being an 80s guy, and I watch a few of these on YouTube through someone uploaded a VHS rip from the Game Show Network. So the old Game Show Network. So very cool. I grabbed this. This is actually a Mill Creek release, early Mill Creek. Before Mill Creek would side, and Mill Creek's no longer a company, it's now Radiance, I do believe. I could be wrong, but still very cool. Grab that. Grab this. Grab this to replace my regular release. This is the All Access Collector's Edition of iRobot, Will Smith. I remember seeing this in theaters. In fact, I haven't seen this since it was in a movie theater. And yeah, I also know the reason I kind of went and saw this movie, went to the theater to see it, was because I was a big Shia LaBeouf fan. I saw Holes back in the day, and I wanted to see, and I never got to see Holes, so I thought, let's go see iRobot. He's in that. I'm intrigued. This is actually directed by Alex Proyas, who directed The Crow, and he was originally going to be the director for the 1995 Casper. He was one of the first picks the studio won, but then it was handed to Brad Spellenberger. So yeah, I'm glad to. I'll check this out again. Haven't seen it. This is Collector's Edition number 17. I have a good chunk of these. If you've seen in my previous collection updates, I picked up the Verdict and Man on Fire Collector's Edition releases, so I'm looking forward to this. In fact, Man on Fire came out the same year iRobot came out. So yeah, the next time I'm upgrading from a regular edition to special edition. This is the Don't Call Me Shirley edition of Airplane. Now, I have the regular version of Airplane, but I have the bare bones. I don't think it even has a trailer. This DVD actually has a trailer. So that's also kind of the selling points. Not selling points, but but yeah. Had to pick that up, though. Airplane is a classic. You can't go wrong with Zecker Brothers and Jim Abrams, who Jim Abrams passed away in 2024. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. Well, I've seen it before, but I'm looking forward to checking out this edition. I don't have Airplane 2, the sequel, so I'm going to hunt that one down. the next one is also a Paramount title, come out in the 80s. This is Young Sherlock Holmes. This is from Steven Spielberg. This was directed by Barry Levinson. Was scored by Bruce Broughton. Broughton. Apparently Henry Winkler, it says an Amblin Production Association of Henry Winkler and Roger so-and-so. I don't know if he produced the movie, maybe his production company, but I know about this thanks to Siskel and Ebert, and since I covered one Sherlock Holmes movie on the channel with Basil Rathbone, and I've seen Great Mouse Detective, I wanted to see how young Sherlock Holmes was. I guess it's supposed to be them in boarding school, and to focus him as an adolescent. And yeah, I'm intrigued. This is a 2003 release, and this is a 2010 release. So I don't know. This is probably going to be good. It says the game is afoot. We'll see. That's it for the non-Universals. Let's jump to the Universals, and we'll go to DreamWorks. So I picked up 2 Universal titles and 1 DreamWorks title. So this I got to replace my... I'll tell you the story eventually. I got the 2-disc special edition of Ang Lee's Hulk. Now, I'll tell you the story. I had this movie in widescreen, then I replaced it with full screen. Now I'm getting it back. Now I'm rebuying in widescreen. So I replaced it. I bought it widescreen originally. I didn't have that anymore. I bought it I bought it widescreen, then it got taken to Goodwill. I bought it again in widescreen, and I got rid of it because I didn't want it in widescreen, got it in full screen, and then I re-bought it in widescreen. So I did this multiple times. But still, Hulk. I'm mixed about this. I viewed this a long time ago. I plan to do a re-review this movie on my channel to see maybe my mind might change. When I reviewed the movie, I kind of was just more ranting than actually reviewing the movie, so I didn't give my full thoughts on the movie. I just said, oh, it's a terrible superhero movie. That's not true. I just didn't think Ang Lee was the right choice to make a superhero movie like The Hulk. It was a great ambition to do that, but having comic book pop-up stuff is really annoying. For me, it is. I thought Sam Elliott was actually... I loved his portrayal of Ross. He made Ross not to be a bad guy, just to be a sympathetic, arrogant human being. But that's General Ross, and I think it works that way. So, who knows? I'll have to re-review this, see if it's any good. This will be replacing my full screen copy. We'll see. I may keep the full screen. I don't know. The last Universal title I got, I don't have this, and the disc isn't in good condition. Well, it's not in great condition, but I'm sure it is watchable. Not watchable, but I'm sure it's not going to have any playback issues. This is Jude Law, Forrest Whitaker in Repo Man. Not Repo Man. There's an 80s movie called Repo Man by Alex Koch. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah. So, yeah, Repo Man. It's a futuristic movie. I'm trying to think who directed this. Nobody I know. So Levi Schreiber is in this movie. Yeah. So, yeah, this is a rental release. I saw this on Blu-ray, but it was that flipper disc crap. I just didn't want to flip the disc every single time. Whether I want to watch the Blu-ray copy, but in order to watch the DVD copy, you gotta flip the disc. It just bugged me. So I thought, I'd just stick with DVD. Big Miracle is another flipper release. I just don't like that. If I'm gonna have it on Blu-ray, I want it to be 2 discs. A Blu-ray disc and a DVD disc. But that's just me. And the last DreamWorks title I got, this is more of a placeholder because the disc is just not in great condition. But this is the companion piece to Flag Our Fathers. This is Letters of Iwo Jima. This is the only DreamWorks title I picked up today. This is also put up by Warner Bros. This is Clint Eastwood's companion piece of Flag Our Fathers, which that movie focused on the American side. This focused on the Battle of Iwo Jima. This movie is in Japanese with English subtitles, but eventually later it gets to English because Ken Watanabe, apparently it said that this is in, I went on Wikipedia, it said language Japanese, but somebody fixed it to say Japanese and English. There are American soldiers in this, so eventually does get to English, but that's not until like 2/3 in the movie. But I haven't watched it yet, so I can't say. I remember renting this, but I never finished it. And I remember it being very solid, very, very tragic movie. Now, the discs are non. This is a Blockbuster rental. If you can tell right here, disc 2 looks like it's in good condition. I thought if it's just disc 2 that was scratched, that's fine. But for some reason, disc 1 is the movie. I mean, it's not horrible, but like Repo Man, it's not great. It's not in very good condition, but if I do find a better copy, I will be picking up a better copy of this movie down the road. So I'm not watching Flagger Fathers just yet, so I'm going to wait until I find a better copy of this before I dive into Flagger Fathers. So yeah, that's it, guys. That is the collection update. I will say, guys, this isn't a great haul. It's okay, but I didn't come across worse than that. I came across worse, don't get me wrong. Like, you see some collection updates, I've only picked up maybe 2 or 4 titles. Here I picked up decent stock. If you ignore all the Taylor's discounts and D&Es, all the stuff I picked up from Steve, I've only paid $14. So 14 titles for $14. Pretty good haul. I will easily say it's not the greatest haul, but it's actually a decent haul for me to do this video. If I only picked up maybe 1 title, I probably would have waited for next week. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of bring that up, and I will easily say it's not a bad haul. It's actually a good haul. So I will say probably the standout about this, I don't know what my favorite title I picked up. Probably that Family Feud. And maybe iRobot, who knows, we'll see. Sorry for the phone rumbling, that's my phone, so if you heard that, I do apologize. So, that's it, guys. Thank you again for watching this collection update. If you do like the content of the channel, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell, ring the bell to get the video notifications so you don't miss a single video on my channel. So, yeah, I'm on Letterboxd, guys. Check me out there as well. Getting a little tongue-tied there, guys. And like I said, in addition to collection updates, we got the usual Universal reviews, DreamWorks reviews, tons of stuff on the channel, and lots of really good stuff. Vlog City videos, and yeah, so if you like what you see on the channel, head on over there, check out everything I have on this channel. And yeah, that's going to be it, guys. So like I said, not a horrible haul. I'd probably easily say actually I take that back. Young Sherlock Holmes made me my favorite of all that I picked up. So yeah, that's it, guys. And I will see you guys next time. So catch you later, guys. Bye.